Well, in essence, a patient can choose to end his or her life if they have an incurable disease and they are experiencing unbearable pain, and that pain cannot be soothed. There's nothing that palliative care can do. There really has to be no hope and agonizing pain. Those are the two main conditions. And even if the patient does make that decision, it has to be approved by three doctors. So three doctors have to be convinced that the patient is fully mentally aware when making the decision, and the patient would still have time to reverse the decision if he or she wants to. So I think that's the key part of this legislation, Stuart.
As I mentioned, it's not likely to get through Parliament, though, is it?
Well, it does have support from various parliamentary groups, although there are some Conservatives who, for moral and religious reasons, are opposed to it. There's a group of 5 Conservative MPs who alone are responsible for around 2,000 amendments. So out of the 3,000 amendments, 2,000 have come from just 5 Conservative MPs. They are saying that a topic of this importance to French society needs more than 2 hours of debate time, that it can't just be expedited in 2 hours. They say they want more time to discuss the whole issue and all the amendments. Meanwhile, their critics are saying that these 5 Conservative MPs are essentially running out the clock and trying to push this whole issue beyond the deadline of Thursday night, after which a vote is not possible anymore.
And Armen, how does France compare to other countries on this issue?
Well, let's show you a graphic of the situation in Europe. So you'll be able to see in a second that the countries where I've put stripes in, those countries are where moves are afoot or have been afoot in the last few months, either constitutional or parliamentary moves to legalise assisted dying. Those are Portugal, Ireland, and France, of course. If we then look at those countries that have legalized this, we're talking about the Netherlands in 2001, Belgium did so a year later in 2002, and Luxembourg in 2009. Clearly, the winds of change are blowing, Stuart, because we have Spain now, which is on our map as well, on our graphic. The assisted dying should come into legal force in June 2021, so just a couple of months away from now. And as I said, these very recent moves in Ireland, for example, a traditionally Catholic country, as well as in Portugal, also with a sort of Catholic tradition, and France, that does suggest that something is changing in Europe. And certainly Right to Die activists are saying they hope that this will sort of provide inspiration to other countries to follow suit as well. And I should have said, I'm sorry, Switzerland has had assisted dying for many, many decades, hence the phenomenon of suicide tourism and the occasional controversies that come to light in relation to Switzerland and the clinics there.